But
what is going on, everybody, and welcome to WBG episode 24. We still have a lot to talk about, y'all. I have two very special guests. Is that Devin? Hey, me can get off that phone, bro. I'm sorry. We have two very special guests tonight, and I'm happy that they actually decided to come to WBG because these guys know I have a very small channel, and they still decided to come. Thank you. First off, I want to say what's up to Randall Thor. What is going on, brother? Thank you for joining WBG. I truly appreciate it.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on. And thanks for giving me first billing over that little bitch dealer gaming. Yeah.
It comes to the small ones.
I'm number one. Oh.
The man with the million.
Man with the million. Let me get this quick super chat. Shay Capo with the 199. That intro looked better than Halo Infinite.
Oh, damn, already starting. God damn.
Hey, show this started.
Already?
Oh, man.
Already.
Show just started, man. Damn, Shay. Yeah, Rand, man, you've been doing so many damn podcasts. You did one 3 days in a row, man. So I appreciate that you're still able to make mine, man.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I usually lurk during your show. I don't really say stuff, so I'm always interested in seeing what you guys have to say about Xbox. And I want to know what, because I haven't heard what you thought of the show yet. So I'm going to be interested if you thought it was 10 out of 10, amazing, the greatest thing ever, or if it was a 2 out of 10, the worst thing in the history of video games.
Oh, we'll definitely talk about that shortly. Dealer Gaming, what is going on, brother? And thank you for joining WBG.
I'm doing all right, man. Hopefully we can get some people to actually watch since Rand's here. Guys, don't turn away. Just hit that like button, share it out. We're going to need some help. But I do want to say thanks to everyone joining us live and to the crew here. I do lurk as well. And I, too, am looking forward to having a discussion about this event because, if you gave it anything less than an 8 or to some people a fucking 9, that's a horrible rating. And I just don't agree. So, again, just problems, man. And I'm tired of watching Microsoft fuck shit up. If Halo wasn't ready, don't show the stuff. But overall, not a horrible show. It's just a little disappointing, Dirt.
All right, we will talk about it, man.
We'll get into that, dealer.
And I'm going to let you guys know, I know you guys are used to 2,000 people being, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people being on your show. Podcast.
That's not me, that's dealer.
Well, like you be having 1,500, 2,000. I'll be watching. So you won't get that tonight, but we will have more than 25. I will
tweet it out, share it.
Guaranteed more than 25.
We'll have more than 25 people.
No matter if there's 6 people, all right? It's all good.
Thank you. Sean, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, people? Another WBG is back again. We got our boy Dealer and Randon. Appreciate it for coming as well. So everybody hit the like button. And even you ponies in the chat, hit the like button and have some strawberries.
What the... Little strawberries walking around the ground.
Tsunami, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey man, just chilling, trying to stay off Twitter because even though I want to fight back, it's just too much.
You
It's
can't
too much
fight
to
back, can you?
It's too
Yeah.
much. So
It's rough out there for us.
I've been playing some games. Hopped on Carry On. It's a new game by Devolver. Just dropped on
Oh, yeah.
Game Pass. I like it. It's kind of cool. So if you get a chance, play it.
Yes, it has been difficult for us, Xbox brothers, all generation. And it seems like it's not easing up because today, it was rough for us, y'all. Oh my God. And there's a DM that Tsunami, Sean, and myself were in, and oh my God, they were killing us today, y'all. But anyway.
Craig was everywhere. Or Craig, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. Craig is there.
Yeah, Bug Snacks counter. It ain't gonna work forever.
Yeah.
Or a Volcano High. Yeah, it
That's
does
the
work
new one.
forever.
We gotta flex it.
Trash.
But what's up, Big Kahuna? We see people in the chat. True Virgil, Iron Mike, Fugly, 6996. Joe Hansel, what's up, brother? See a bunch of people in the chat.
What's up, Fugly?
Yeah, man,
Big Kahuna.
I saw a post in there. Saw some other people. What's happening? What's happening? Well, anyway, so let's get to the last week's show. There was a lot of mixed feelings. Wait, it was one of three feelings. You thought it was good, you thought it was bad, or you thought it was right? So
What does that mean?
where
are those textures at?
So the thing is, I know Sean, myself, Tsunami, we was hyping this fucking show like, oh, this show's gonna be amazing. Kiss our ass, you ponies. Now listen, I thought the show was okay. Honestly, Halo Infinite was underwhelming to me. I thought the gameplay looked great, but graphically, it did look underwhelming. I went back and watched it 4K. It looked better, obviously, but it still was a little underwhelming. I was expecting more, but I thought the overall show was decent. I miss E3. I really do. Just like Sony's show, I thought that show was decent, but neither show was amazing. I felt some of the things that Xbox announced, like a Fable. I'm glad we can just talk about it as a fact now. No more speculation, even though we kind of knew it was a fact. Avowed look, the trailer looked great. So there were some great things they announced, but I believe Halo being first and it being underwhelming kind of hurt the overall show. Just my opinion. So, Dealer, what's some of your thoughts about it, man? I know some people heard your thoughts, but can you just go ahead and reiterate some of those thoughts, man?
10 out of 10.
Kick him out of the Xbox community.
10 out of 10 from Dealer Gaming. All the
10 out
5,000
of
people.
10. You see any fucking lying idiot out there saying I gave it a 10 out of 10, smack the shit out of him for me. That's one of the biggest problems in the communities of all these lying ass idiots on Twitter. I give the show a 7.8. And even that was too high, I guess. I tried to remember that while it was unacceptable to show Halo in that state, and I talked to an executive, he didn't even know it was in that state. He had no clue the glitches and stuff were that bad. And I'm like, what the fuck? You should know this, right? So I just feel like there's no excuse for it. I know that Rich had made a video talking about it being on a mid-respec PC and all that. No, none of that's true. It was definitely running on a lot of horsepower. It's technical issues, and the fact that they showed it in that state just blows my mind. You watch it in that crispy 4K, and you watch half the map fucking glitch in, and then you see Craig, the crackhead brute, with no textures on his face. But he's straight out of 2001. I just and it looked like his face was hand animated. There was a lot of weird stuff, and I didn't really want to harp on that. Because I did like the gameplay. I understand that it's going to look good when it launches. I don't want them to rush the game. Mm-hmm. I really didn't like when they said it'd be there at launch. I'm like, it's done when it's done. So, again, I just wasn't. I know the box can do a lot more, and they said ray tracing wasn't in it. They said ray tracing won't be there at launch. Ray tracing is one of the most visually demanding effects in the history of graphics, and it wasn't even running on that box. And that's how much was left in the box. Let alone some textures as well would be nice. I'm just saying that there's a lot left in the box and they didn't showcase any of it. And after Halo, you're like, okay, they show some gameplay and that's cool to see this game in action and I can see where they're going. But then they kind of showed some other stuff like Forza and didn't really show you any gameplay at all. I'm like, 5 seconds of cockpit, give me something to say, hey, this is what the box is running. And this is a gameplay perspective. Then they went to Hellblade and told you shit was in Iceland. No one gives a fuck. And then they didn't show you anything from that. And I'm like, they showed you almost no gameplay from the first party. And you got to understand, guys, that it's acceptable to want that after 4 years of seeing nothing but Forza and you get one Gears of War game. It's acceptable, you know. I'm talking about visually demanding stuff, not Crackdown, stuff like that, right? So, I'm just saying, like, it's okay to ask for more, and that's what we've been doing for years. And I feel like it was this show was the time to show some stuff that blew people away. They got the power to do it. They finally got the studios, and they could have showed us 10 seconds of a car going around a corner and Senua walking through a field or some locations or something. We saw that game in December. I want to see it running at 30 FPS at least. Fuck, not 24. So they just didn't show that. And then they show Avowed, and that is believed to be in game at the end there, or at least it's supposed to be representative at the very least. And that game is years out, like years away. And people are saying, well, Hellblade's not ready. Hellblade's coming out before Avowed. So, you know, there's some continuity errors. And I think that when it comes down to expecting, you know, a little bit of fucking gameplay from the first party, from some visually demanding titles, when you are launching a new ridiculously powerful console this year, I don't feel like that's too fucking much. And I feel like some of the shows coming up later this year robbed their what is essentially their E3. They're like, we'll show you some more XO, right? Or the event next month. And you know, Matt Booty even came out and said, look, we didn't really we didn't really show you much today in terms of some gameplay and stuff, but we got some stuff later this year. You know, it's like, well, I've been waiting a long time, and this is kind of your E3, and it really sucks that they held back the initiatives game, and they needed to come out.
It definitely really hurt them, dealer. Like
they needed to surpass expectations, which deservedly so. We said on my show, I'm not tempering expectations this year. This is the first time I am not tempering expectations. Not doing it. And the Forza thing was not running at 30 FPS, by the way. It was fucking rendered at 30 FPS. So game will run at 120, you'll see. So again, I said I'm not tempering expectations. None of you should temper expectations at this point, because it's time to show us new big AAA blockbusters. It's been years.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. And we did get some new IP. I try to remember that. Avowed, stuff like that. We got some new AAA games confirmed. Fucking finally. So that's why you can't really say it's a fucking trash show. You did get a lot of game announcements. You did get some new IP, and you know, wasn't what it should have been, but it definitely wasn't flaming dumpster either.
Right. I agree, dealer. And let me get these couple of super chats before I go to you, Rand. Right here to 79 with the $2. The Forza trailer was running ray tracing 4K at 30 frames per second. All right, right, Cedar.
Again, that was rendered at 30 frames. It wasn't running at 30 frames.
All right. Great 180 with the $5. We as Xbox fans feel like the Buffalo Bills fans of the early 90s. I remember that because I was a Buffalo Bill fan. Always feel
double
good
Xbox Live
about the chance until the big moment, and you was disappointed. Yeah, the Bills, man, was it 4 straight Super Bowls and didn't win one of them? Yeah. I was a Buffalo Bills fan, even though I'm from Detroit because the Lions suck ass. I was a Buffalo Bills fan, and they won 4 straight Super Bowls. They lost all of them. Ran, I watched your video, your review video. It's been a few days. I wholeheartedly agree with what you said. I gave it, like the same score that you gave it. Now it's been a few days. You slept on it. Any changes in your review, or is it about the same?
I mean, it's probably somewhere between a 7.5 and an 8 after sleeping on it. The thing is, I've been very vocal on my own shows, my videos on RDX when Dealer lets me be on there about, hey, you know what, Microsoft, give me a roadmap for what you're doing. Because the last couple years, it's like, I don't know what Xbox is making because they're so secretive on the stuff that they're doing. Like, we've known Fable has been a thing for 2 years now. Hell, I knew Obsidian's game was I knew Obsidian's game was a Skyrim-like game for, since they bought them, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like people speculating. Speculating my ass. I know these goddamn things, but. So like I've been very vocal to Phil behind the scenes, to a few other people I know, like, just show me what you're working on for the future. And they did that, right? Like, here's Avowed, here's Fable, State of Decay 3, which I doubt that game looks like that when it comes out, but you never know. I mean, I don't think State of Decay 3 is coming out to 2023, so it's possible, but I doubt it, right? So it's like, just give us the roadmap. There's still the initiative game and Compulsion, and then Exile's working on another RPG and stuff like that. So it's like, you did exactly what I wanted. It's just, I don't think I think after Halo significantly underperformed what people wanted, the rest of the announcements kind of fell flat. Like, yeah, it's great, Fable's back, but it's also the biggest open secret in the world. So showing a 1 minute CGI trailer that doesn't tell you anything about the world, I thought was the wrong move. Like, to me, like, it would have been so much cooler if Fable trailer was like longer, 2.5 minutes, or if it was in game where you kind of went into the city, saw some characters, instead of being like it's a fairy floating around, and the only real confirmation you got was that the humor is going to be back in it. It's like you knew the humor was going to be back in it.
It's been in development for like years too. Like at least,
I mean,
like, I expected maybe like a second of fucking footage, a little snippet, something.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, I had heard they that Fable trailer was originally going to debut at the VGAs. But when Hellblade couldn't make XO19, they pushed Hellblade to the VGAs and then pulled Fable. So, so like I wanted to see the roadmap. I got the roadmap. I didn't really see the games in the way I personally wanted to see them. Like I thought for sure we'd see a demo of Forza Motorsport, some gameplay. But that trailer did look fantastic. You could see ray tracing all over it. It's probably the most impressive thing at the show. But even still, it was like, okay, Forza Motorsport is 2022 at this point. I don't really, what is pre-production? Like Phil said it was early production. Like, is that game coming out anytime soon? And as far as like
away from it,
as far as like Halo comes, like I'm a big Halo fan. I love the gameplay. I love like what the combat scenarios, the grapple hook's going to bring, the new weapons and stuff. But I did notice immediately how subpar it looked. Like visually, it doesn't look even as good as Halo 5 a few years ago. I mean, if you told me this was Halo Infinite on Xbox One X, I'd be like, okay, yeah, cool. Open world game, 60 frames on the Xbox One X. That looks about right. But when you're also have a brand new console that's coming out at the end of the year, and you've been touting all year since E3 last year about 12 teraflops of RDNA 2 power. No, not 9 teraflops, 12 full teraflops of RDNA 2 and all this stuff and the SSD. And it looks like that, and it has popping of grass everywhere, and the mountains are popping in the distance, and the brutes are textureless. I was sitting there and be like, this doesn't really look very impressive. And I kind of agree with Dealer. If it wasn't ready to show, don't show it. You would definitely get some shit. Like the game's going to be launching in 4 months. If you didn't show Halo, if you just showed that CGI trailer, you're going to be getting a whole bunch of crap. But yeah, like I think because Halo underwhelmed for a lot of people, the show was underwhelming. But here's the thing I'm going to say though, is that there's definitely a group of people that no matter what are always going to hate Xbox, right? I don't know if you obviously, I have a lot of people muted on Twitter, so I don't see it, but I do see some stuff. People are making fun of the fact that Microsoft is giving Obsidian and Fable and their studios time to make these big games, these big AAA games, which people demanded from Microsoft, that me and Dealer and people like Colt have demanded. We want big AAA games. The problem is those AAA games take years to make. Right? They're not something you can do overnight. So Obsidian, Fable, all these games coming out 2022 and 2023 and later because they're huge games. They're huge productions, right? And now these people are laughing at it, saying, "Oh, now there's still no games coming to Xbox, and if the games are coming, they're years later." But those same people would be making fun of Xbox if they turned Obsidian into a Game Pass fodder machine. Instead of a 4-year AAA production, Avowed was a 2-year AA production. Instead of Fable being a 4-year AAA RPG production, it was a 2-year production. Then those same people who are making fun about the fact that these games are given time to be as big as they can be would be making fun of the fact that those games are small AA Game Pass fodder games and more than likely not very highly critically acclaimed. So I just kind of want to point that out for people out there, the hypocrisy that exists. Absolutely. Some people, Xbox will never do what they want. They'll just flip, right?
There's also people that gave Bambi headbutting Xbox up at a vending machine last year, 9 out of 10. So it goes both ways. Like, it's almost worse when it's Xbox fans making excuses for everything they fucking don't do right. And this is coming from a guy that deals with like a fuck ton of people. And it gets so old. So, I mean, again, you just got to keep it real and say, look, I would have loved it. They'd have shown a fucking massive segment of gameplay from, a game that's a couple years out, whatever. It's just, it's enough is enough. So I mean, I know all the games are on best on the box, right? They didn't show it. They sure as fuck didn't show it. They've done the biggest disservice to the Series X of anybody so far. Fuck Valhalla in 30 frames. This bitch only got textures, and that's not acceptable to me. So ask for better, and over time they'll slowly fucking react. Hopefully, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, Randall, you were talking about people, they're double standards. You're not surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm just saying personally, I don't mind that Obsidian or any of these studios are given 4 to 5 years to make a big AAA game, because that's how long it takes to make it. So I'm perfectly fine. I just wanted to know what games you were making. Because I don't want AA Game Pass fodder bullshit. I definitely don't. And Avowed's not going to be that. And Fable isn't going to be that, although Fable will have probably some online elements. It's definitely not an MMO. But it just seems like you can't please certain people.
You never could.
And that's what I've like. Give me the big AAA games, man. Look, it's on Xbox. Like, they should have been buying studios back in the 360 era. They didn't. They should have been buying studios at the start of the Xbox One era. They didn't. They bought studios in 2018. What did you expect was going to happen, and how long these games were going to take to make? 4 years. And what are the? It's like 2022, 2023. Yeah. Here you go. I mean,
some of these were already being made.
Well, I mean, the Obsidian game was in pre-production for 7 months, or give or take, when Microsoft bought them. And that was the reason they bought them. But still, do you want Avowed to be a 2-year production, AA style, or Avowed to be a 4-year game that's bigger than Skyrim? I mean, that's the goal.
Hey, let me ask you guys. Hey, let me read these like super chats before I ask you guys a question. Xavier Bay with the $20. They held back last minute because rumor has it God of War is being shown in August. Do you guys know anything about that? Or?
I would be shocked if God of War was announced in August and came anytime out before 2022. I think God of War is the 2023 game now. However, I have heard that they are going to announce a new launch game for PlayStation at the State of Play event. I can't say what it is because I've only heard it from a couple people. I would like to hear it from a couple more before I would be very confident in it. But that's all I'll say. I don't think it's God of War. It might be something different.
Okay, Geekhead 188 with the 199. Xbox better come correct in August. I agree they have to. Let's see, let me get another super chat. Wilming Hood with the $4.99. If the show sucks in August, I'm still buying the Xbox Series X and PS5 day one. Being a gamer is not hard. Absolutely, I will too.
Exactly.
R&B, hey man, where you at? Man, you supposed to be on the show with us. R&B the third with $5. Pony Diamond's control went from Xbox has no games to look at this in-game asset. Xbox gets better, but still has places to improve. WBG is lit. Thank you, sir. You should be on here with us, but since you can't, I appreciate you sending the super chat. I'm sorry. Rice Eater 79 with the $5. People love to give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt. But if the Halo Infinite trailer didn't get massive backlash, will Microsoft ever reveal it was PC? Why the deception? I don't know. I believe.
Well, the facts across the board on the Infinite are kind of muddy, and they're coming from multiple sources. We know Rich didn't have very much stuff correct at all, from what I know. And Microsoft has said officially not a whole lot on that.
Right. Lay Boogie with the $4.99. Dearly got my hopes up with the WB deal. You got them hopes up.
I literally told you the day before the event they're not going to fucking talk about studios at that event. So just watch the videos. Thank you, though.
Right. Wilmy Hood with another $5. Twitter game developers can create AAA bangers in 48 hours. You know that.
Of course they can. Of course they can. But then you ask them how long it took God of War to make, and that was a 5-year game, or how long Horizon Zero Dawn took to make, or any of those great PlayStation games, and they take a long time. So what do you want? You want 2-year cycles where AA games and they're probably not very good, or do you want long cycles where you can get AAA production and high quality stuff?
Hey, that didn't work for Infinite, did it?
Well, 343 might have a problem.
Shout out to Craig.
Dealer.
You're right, though, Dealer. But 343 has 343 ever been good, though, Dealer? Because they kind of screwed Halo 4 with the multiplayer.
People are expecting to see things, Randall, because again, we've got nothing in the AAA blockbuster category since Gears 4 until Gears 5.
Gears
Gears
5
5
And
was
we've
good,
said this
too.
for years on my fucking show. Like,
you
we're
have.
massive fans of the ecosystem. Every game runs better on the X. It'll run better on the Series X. I got a PS4 for when those games come out and I want to play them. I got a PC, but at the end of the day, I'm a console guy. I prefer one ecosystem and friends list and racing games and stuff over the others. And it is what it is. We're ready to see some stuff, and that's why Avowed was kind of cool to see at least a little bit of what they're going for there. I just expected something else from Hellblade that is.
Hellblade was the biggest disappointment. How do you show up and be like, "Hey guys, we announced Hellblade last year. All right, later, bye."
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
Do you feel like do you feel like they just put that in and took something out of the show?
I don't care. Like, if they did, it's even worse. It's kind of like them pulling back we know we're going to see Initiative's project this year, and for them not to show us something about what that is, like, I feel like they didn't know how big this was for them. Like, it was people were underwhelmed with the Sony event. They're underwhelmed with a lot of aspects of the PS5 right now. Whether or not you want to see that, it's kind of people are talking about how big it is. It's not exactly the best thing going for Sony right now, and they kind of dropped the ball a little bit to some people. And now was Xbox's chance to swoop in and maybe really garner some hype. Instead, they show you one of the worst debuts of first-party gameplay, or at least technically anyway. I don't remember Xbox showing off a game for the first time and it having these kind of glaring technical issues. I don't. Do you guys?
No, not a big
running on what is a 2080 Super. I mean, basically, it's kind of incredible, really.
I mean, not the showing off of it, but maybe like the actual game, like Crackdown. But the showing off of it,
not on the same scale, though. That's not on the same scale, though.
Yeah.
Which again, the gameplay was fire, but there was no mud flying off the Warthog. There was not even a trail left by that fucking thing. Again, it just seemed like very undercooked right now, and I don't want to see that game released too soon. I want it to be the best it can be, and I feel like the fans deserve that.
Yeah. Corey Tillwell with the 199. Ponies want Xbox to fail. There's no pleasing them. Let's only super chat. See, I'm not used to this traffic, fellas. I'm sorry.
Dealer brings in the crowds, man.
Yeah, man. You guys brought in the car. Tavion Paris with the 499. To be honest, Pony said, "Give me a reason to buy an Xbox." Pony was not going to buy an Xbox anyway. It doesn't matter how good or bad the show was. Yeah, I think is that it for now? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say something right quick before I go to Sean and Sue and Devin. Something that Dale has said. I do want to say this. Like Dale, you said it goes both ways. Absolutely. It does with the hating, with the hypocrisy. It goes both ways. But I will specifically say this. It was funny how I vividly remember some guys saying Xbox needs to show something. I don't care if it's a CGI trailer.
Yeah.
They just need to show their roadmap or what they're going to do. And some of those same guys are saying CGI trailers doesn't matter. And that's where the hypocrisy comes in. Like you said, both sides does it. No doubt about that. But I was just trying to talk about I was just going back to what Rand.
I mean, you guys are focused too much on like some of these radicals that constantly flip flop their narratives, right? Like, no matter how much you care about what they say, like, they're gonna fucking adjust their narrative all the time. They have no fuck. You need to bolt the goddamn goalpost to the ground because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they want to move. I told that to Sean right before the show. I say, Sean, brother, we got to stop worrying about what these guys are saying.
No one else gives a fuck what they're saying. No one. Nobody.
Yeah, like this guy right here, the real masculine with the $2. Here's my donation towards the domino order. You are out of line, sir. You are out of line.
Nah, man. You know what? I love the Craig memes, man. Like, you just gotta roll with it and laugh with it. They're funny. Shout out to Maslin, dude. I've been seeing you going at it on Twitter, man.
Yeah, hey man, like Maslin is the bipolar fanboy. He'll diss Xbox one day.
I don't understand why people get so upset. So it's like if people get so upset about this console war, and I use it in quotes, like I just let that shit just slide off. I don't care. Like, I'm getting to get Xbox and PlayStation day one and playing all these games. I'm gonna be playing all these games on Twitter while all these little people play Twitter games with their fingers.
Rand, you're right. That's how Rand. You're right. That's how we have to be. That's how we have to be. Because I was just thinking to myself earlier, I don't let it get me upset, but sometimes I get tired of hearing some of it. So I'd be like,
you be getting upset.
If you get tired of hearing somebody, just use that mute button, brother. It just goes away. You don't ever
It's
see
not
it.
that-
yeah, I got a lot of people.
Look, if it's really affecting your personal life, then I'll be the first one to say you should probably that you have some issues. If like the console war and what people say on Twitter really get to you, you should probably log off for a little bit.
I don't think it's Twitter. I think it's the DMs.
It's the
If you get some time to get on Twitter, it's definitely not to pay attention to people like that.
Hey, good thing you left that crap DM before the show.
Oh man, I was in. I'm just saying, I was in DM with at one point with Mooch Crap and J Dub. I had to literally leave that DM. I said I can't be here anymore, man. I can't. Harry Balls.
Harry B.
Harry B with the $2. Microsoft just needs to delay Halo till it's ready.
I agree. If it's not ready, delay it.
So
but I heard that was an old build.
Yeah, why show an old ass build though?
Yeah.
Exactly though. That's the main question I'm getting from it.
It's almost worse than it just not being ready.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's about to be August soon, and we don't have that long to wait to see what happens. You know, he's not like it's
That's a good and bad thing because that's not that much longer to fix the game.
Yeah, we had Major Nelson on my show on Tuesday, and I was trying to get a little bit of information from him. He kind of slipped a little bit on the Xbox Live thing. I was trying to get some information out of on that one, but I asked him about.
He does know something about it.
Of course,
Of course.
By his response, more than obvious. But I asked him about the August event. He's like, "We have not officially confirmed anything," you know. So again, like that's still coming from, you know.
But like Phil had an interview with Justine, I believe, and he said something like August time will be
Phil definitely said August. He definitely said August.
But that remember, just like the June event, which we found out the June event wasn't really an event, and I was saying this in videos, and a lot of people weren't getting to the middle part or the end where I drop a lot of little dumb shit. I was saying the June event is not an event, and I'm saying this forever before fucking they even started doing these little interviews with Game Deal. I said it's some kind of press briefing, it's some kind of media thing with regarding tech, and that's when they started dropping the Dirt 5 interviews and all this stuff. So the June event was never an event. It was just their kind of marketing for the console in the worst way possible. But you know, let's do.
Right. Geekhead 188 with the 199. Microsoft are not in a position to hold back. We agree. I agree. I can't speak for everybody, but
we agree because like we were pumping the show up. Like I said, Dealer wasn't like not gonna hold back. None of us was holding back. We wanted a massive show. What is that phone? Can you hear that noise?
Yeah, it was a phone. Yeah.
Like I said, this show we were hyping it up. We were pumping it up. I was talking that shit. I've taken bets. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Taking bets? Did you lose? Did you lose?
You've taken L's.
Hey, tell them your bets, man. Tell them your bets.
Yeah, couple of them, buddy.
Yeah. So one is Halo versus Godfall. That was the first bet.
You gonna win that bet because Godfall
is looking okay. Halo versus Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Metacritic score?
Yeah, Metacritic. Yeah.
And Godfall had textures though, so.
Well,
I still don't see why you would bet on Metacritic when they seem like, well, it already showed articles that after the Last of Us thing, like they were buying off people and telling people like you can't bad review it.
I'll tell you what it was. It was Dealer's fault. It was Dealer's fault. He hyped me up. He gave me wrong information. He said Halo. That bitch.
This Arsenic guy. He's like, the June event was an event. No, it wasn't a fucking event. It was a goddamn series of interviews. Jesus Christ. Hey, Invader's in the chat. Look at him. Hey, Invader.
It was the fucking insiders, man. This is like, show full of mic drops.
Did you guys love it when the PS5 specs were released and 5,000 insiders got executed that day?
Yo,
13.3 teraflops.
It was great, but now nobody cares about the flops or the power, right? So
that was funny because Dealer, I won $50 that day.
Yeah, of course.
You need to stop gambling.
Yeah, you damn gambler, man.
Well,
hey,
I was only back.
You need to stop gambling.
You want 50 pounds or what?
He said 50 pounds.
And this is coming from a guy named Dealer.
Let me get a super chat from Digital Swords with the $4.99. Great show today, Dirk. Shout out to Ren and Dealer for joining. Yes, thank these guys for joining, man. I truly appreciate it, man.
Hit the like button. Share it out.
That like button, right?
Tell a buddy to watch the show.
Yeah, share it out, man. Rice Eater 79 with the $5. You guys are right. It's all Pony's fault. Ponies cause these issues for Microsoft and Xbox. Can't believe people expected to see the power fans and Microsoft hype. All right, Rice Eater, thank you, man. I appreciate the super chat, man.
It made no fucking sense.
So anyway, so Sean, so I was mentioning to Dylan Rand how when we did our post show last Thursday, you wasn't ashamed, dude, fuck these ponies, dude. Like you was kind of like, hey, dude.
Tail behind his legs.
He was sounding depressed.
He walked up in a neck brace.
Yeah.
What it was, like you guys know, I wanted to break jaws that night. That day, I was ready to break jaws.
I feel like we all were, man.
Yeah, I was all hyped. Then we seen Craig. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, we fully embrace Craig, brother.
Oh yeah.
So, I'll be honest, the show was
after like the
decent.
second or third meme, I was like, okay, these are funny. I can't.
We fully embrace it. I put it in my little thumbnails and everything.
I was about to make some myself, but I was like, nah, I can't do it to my team.
Nah, man, we fully embrace Craig, man.
I said, the show had good games, and the games were there. I feel like when it came to like Deal and Ranted, like Forza Motorsport, they should have shown a snippet of gameplay, like a 1 minute gameplay in the cockpit or going around a track or something.
Yeah.
A WoW was there, which they showed a bit of gameplay. Fable was a tease. It was a good, decent show, don't get me wrong. But I think, like I said, Halo said that when they started with Halo and everybody looked at it and thought, that doesn't look next gen. It doesn't look as good as it should be. Because the hype was there. Microsoft was hyping this game for the last 10 days. Every day we're just putting out like a picture or GIF or something about Halo Master Chief. And I think that's why it kind of left a sour taste in our mouth. Do you know what I mean? So it was a decent show, but like I said, on to the next one. We'll do better.
What'd you give it?
For the 1080p stream, I give it a 6.5. This
the
is the
stream, Sean?
He's saying his initial
points. They wanted to show what little they did show a 60 FPS, Sean. Is that what you're saying?
No. But they initially showed it at 10. I did exactly the same thing with the Sony show, so I got to keep it real.
But you see how bad these streams are.
30 FPS though. I mean.
Yeah, that's what it lost. Like I said, 1080p 60.
Fuck the stream. What about the show? Just the show.
The show, okay, 7. It was a 7. In 4K. In 4K.
He's trying to drop dot points for a resolution on a stream.
Dealer. Of course, 100%. The games looked like dog shit.
Hey, they wanted to show it to you at 4K 30 again, like they did the other one, but they said, you know what? Frame rate's important, and that's a big reason to buy this box.
Dealer,
and then they proceeded not to show you any fucking games that are first party running on the box.
Yeah, listen, Dealer, I said this on day one.
The Twitch stream was actually better, honestly.
Yeah, Twitch probably was better, but they should have dropped it in 4K 60. Forget the live stream.
It's the bandwidth bullshit, man. They can't.
You can't
talk about the shit.
You can't stream 4K 60.
No. Listen,
you can stream, but if you have millions of people watching your shit live, bro, the shit's gonna crash at 4K right now.
Like I said, Halo didn't have the textures, so it should have been fine.
I mean, they're gonna stream them shits to you at 4K. They wanted to have a 480i stream, so you didn't see Craig's face.
I would have dropped They should have dropped the full show. They should have dropped the full show. Forget the live stream. Drop the full show in 4K 60 like they did afterwards.
So, what is your thoughts on the fucking show?
The show was decent. I wish they did show a bit more gameplay from like Motorsport. Hellblade was an L that pissed me off. They should have never shown Grounded, even though they made fun out of it. But it was nice to see Obsidian new game, RPG game. What was it? Fable was a nice tease. Obviously, we've known about that for 2 years, and that kind of took the hype away. I wish I got to see Initiative or Compulsion games there. That's what I wanted to see. Just a bit more gameplay. Yeah.
If Initiative and Compulsion's game were there, it probably would have been CGI, 1 minute CGI trailers too.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure they've been working on it for a bit. Compulsion's been working on something for a bit now. They must have something now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
we happy for you too.
Let me ask you guys.
And the short Tetris. Come on, the short fucking Tetris, man.
Tetris was the AO. Tetris was the AO, bro. They shouldn't have shown no damn.
Yeah, they should have streamed that at 4K, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know,
Day one Game Pass. Woohoo!
It's funny. The only thing that somewhat showed the power of Series X was the Ori 2 patch, which was so weird and out of place. It was like, yeah, Ori 2 is going to have 120 hertz patch, which is like great because that game
still doesn't show the power of the Series X.
Yeah, and it's like, but wait a minute, you announced after the show that Forza Horizon 4 is getting updated and Gears is getting updated and Gears Tactics, and it just really seemed out of place. Like even the Tell Me Why trailer was like, okay, so like why is this here? Like I get it's like your first party, and I'm like come on, like
what about the other one from London, the one with the still pictures or something?
Hey, I think that game was awesome.
That game was fire. Game, so you know,
that game will be 8K.
What is it? A Dusk Falls or something like that.
Yeah,
I think that looks great. I love those kind of games. And we get these couple super chats. The Grid said, "I'm trying to pull up. Not today, brother. Not today. We'll probably have you on Wednesday, man.
Trying to pull up
today.
You just farmed that, man.
After you taking an L last week, you've been bored.
Geekhead 188 with the 189. I don't know if the memes are helping Halo's marketing or not.
I mean, it's helping Domino's get some orders.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that.
Craig is going crazy about Domino's on his Twitter.
Craig is the Domino's of brutes. Yeah,
we're definitely going to talk about that.
No, it's bad when Domino's is
man, I was
trash, dude, with their trash pizza. You know,
yeah. But Domino's is so terrible, man.
Rand still eats it.
Corey did. Tony's new argument: Obsidian is AA Bethesda. No.
Yeah.
I mean, Obsidian are nowhere near the size of Bethesda. I mean, you gotta keep that in mind.
Rain
G4.
G4.
They make good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Rain G4. Man, I don't get this many super chats normally, fellas. Thank you so much.
Man, you're all about the money now. You've changed.
No. Rain G4 with the $5. WBG dealer Rand. What about this Frank's lady? Frank's lady.
What's Frank's lady?
Oh, that's the lady the video I retweeted. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that.
What a useless fucking batch of opinions. Gaming sucks.
Oh yeah.
The chick that doesn't like gaming.
She hate everything.
She's a Nintendo. No, she's a Nintendo person.
Xbox and PlayStation, but she did.
We run the biggest fucking Xbox podcast in the world, and we don't hate on shit like that. Like we take shots, and that bitch is legitimately. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm kidding, but still, like seriously, it's one of those things where if you can't say, look, Sony, some of the stuff look cool. I'm excited for this. She's too busy shitting on the PS5 design. Instead of talking about Series X and what it was going to do better for every game, talking about the name. And obviously talking about, I guess what'd she say? They're not making any money and all this shit.
It looks like a PC. Yeah, they're not making money.
It's crazy.
Man. It's so stupid. Like I have a real opinion about gaming. R&B the third with $5. He tried to say, sorry, bros, I tried to join, but these filthy ponies attacked me. They teamed up with Domino's and Ninja Turtles. This is why Battletoads are the best. Shit, man. I'm trying to get to the show.
Goddamn, Gregory, come on, man.
Faisal 007 with the $3 or 3 pounds. Where is that? Why you felt that the show was all about Game Pass? Because it was all about Game Pass.
That's exactly what I was going to say too.
I was going to say that right about the show.
That wasn't necessarily the Series X showcase. That was a Series X showcase. That was a Game Pass showcase because like this is like one of my pet peeves about this year. They isolated every type of game to their own show. So they had the the early show, which was like kind of indies, third party type stuff going on, and then this show is like first party / Game Pass stuff day one. But like if it was an actual E3 show, we'd have third party bangers. We'd have, these other games, and then we would overlook these little things that, okay, they showed Tetris, okay, cool. But we're focusing on Tetris because it was like a piece of the bigger show. So if this was all together and they had the initiative stuff and they have all the, the smaller stuff all in one show, 2-hour show, a lot of this stuff will be overlooked because we have these third-party bangers that we'd be focusing on. We'd have all this other stuff that still hasn't even been shown. Like Call of Duty hasn't even been shown. Like, when are they going to show stuff like that?
Or Batman, that motherfucker's still in the vent somewhere.
Yeah. So I want E3 back, or at least if you're going to give me an E3 digital show, make that shit concise, one show. I don't want to have I don't want this piecemeal type stuff going on.
Right. And listen, I guarantee, well, I don't know, maybe some people will, but I bet I see nobody talking about fuck E3 because this whole summer is a prime example that we need E3 because think about it.
I need some Zoloft in this bitch, Gricky. Hey, honestly though, I think you got a good point there with the no third-party support. Really, like major third-party support, because everybody just said, fuck it, we're not showing games anymore. And really, it was all first-party. And I feel like I didn't notice the Game Pass stuff as much this year. It was obvious. Don't get me wrong. But remember, last year at the Bambi Headbutt Xbox Soap Out of Vending Machine, a lady came out on stage and told us about Game Pass PC for 15 minutes. Yeah. So, I mean, there was no massive killer segment like that just like crushed your skull. I think that people say, it seemed like it was a Game Pass because every game was in Game Pass, but it's also only the Microsoft stuff for the most part there. So obviously that's kind of a byproduct, and you'll see that every single year going forward. But if Batman were there, or Call of Duty were there, or whatever the hell else was there, I don't think it would have been quite the perception.
Yeah. I mean, but like the show did I guess what I was like, seeing online and YouTube and stuff, they said the show did a better job selling Game Pass to us than the Series X and Next Generation to us.
It did.
Which it definitely did.
That's true. Yeah, that is 100% true. There was nothing there that was on the Series X. Halo was on a PC and it didn't look good. All the trailers were CGI, like State of Decay 3, which was impressive, was CGI. Fable was CGI. Dealer said the end of Avowed was more than likely
I don't know exactly what it is.
I mean, but I think
it looked like gameplay.
Everwild, which was the most gorgeous trailer I've ever seen, even though I've still have no idea what that game is. Well, I've heard some things.
It's looking polished. That game is looking polished.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, they didn't call it the Xbox Series X Game Showcase. It called the Xbox. They should have just called it the Xbox Game Pass Showcase.
you have to give
some Xbox Game Showcase.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta give them credit for like the games that were shown there, obviously future games and games coming like this year, next year. You gotta give it for the push for Game Pass. They're going all in, so it's great to see people who like we are part of that service, Game Pass Ultimate. So it's good to see we're gonna get a lot of content in Game Pass.
Because you got over 260 people watching, bro. Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's a damn record. Is that a record for us?
Hit the like button. You only got 124. Hit the like button or the dislike button. Whatever.
You guys, because I promoted
superstars,
I got like 30 subs and shit. Hey man,
those are all dealer subs. Everybody loves dealer. They don't like me.
Randall, you're making this awkward. Do you do this on dates?
All the time, bro. It's how you told me to express myself.
Yeah, I told you, man. Just, grow the beard out.
Yeah, the beard.
I don't know. I saw a Rand on Spawn Wave. I was like, oh shoot, look at this.
Yeah, Rand. Y'all be doing it, man.
Yeah, you can't say no. You just can't say no.
The Spawn Wave is kind of big. It's not a WBG.
yeah. So like, hey, man,
Rand's all about those big shows only. So Randall. Tell you what, man, you're my best buddy.
Dealer, you're one of my best friends, Dealer.
I hate you. So, Dirt, what were you saying? You were getting rich off these super chats?
Tiff Diamond saying, "What up, WBG panel? What up, Tiff? How you doing, brother?" Artemis said, "Microsoft should have re-showed that RTX Minecraft demo." I don't know, brother.
Nope.
Anything Minecraft people would have cut. What the hell? Look at this bullshit. This is bullshit. Harry Balls.
Harry B.
The biggest letdown for me was Microsoft getting Jeff kissing Kojima behind, and biggest Sony fanboy Keeley to host the event. Just hating Xbox.
Did he hate Xbox though? I don't know. What did Jeff do this time?
Yeah, Jeff doesn't. Like I always say on the show, Jeff doesn't bother me like some other people. He doesn't bother.
Let's be real. That pre-show was dog shit, except one game.
What was that weird little game they had? Some like little kid running around with a mullet, and he was like, "That's a showstopper." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" That was a little, I don't know what it was, man, but I was like, "Man, these people really play this shit."
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
I gotta read this comment.
That Exo Mecha though.
Okay,
you got jealous. He wants to go on a date with you, Rand.
You want to highlight it?
Top Dog wants to go on a date with me too. I want to read this comment in chat from Dude Romney. He says, "How do you get rock stars like Dealer and Rand on here? These guys are like Paul and Ringo in the Xbox community. Am I Ringo and Dealer's Paul, or
we're just two assholes with microphones? Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Ringo.
You said that Zucker is shit. I messed up the joke. What's the
Zucker's the fraud?
What's the damn broad name?
Yoko Ono?
Yeah, Yoko Ono. But
I mean, if Yoko Ono is someone who plays on PC, then yeah, that's him.
Oh, you mean D-Batch? Oh shit.
Oh man. Yeah, Nvidia.
Okay. So Tsunami, what did you think about the show, man? Like,
Yeah, so I talked about it on the after show a little bit. So I do live shows on Z's channel, and of course, you know how Z's channels run. It's all about the shits and giggles and the shenanigans and cracking and everything. So sometimes I had to mute them, but then like after the show, people were talking, and I had to do like a sanity check. So I went back and I was like, okay, let me go back and see what show, what games they showed, and I was like, okay, I like that game. Okay, that game's cool. So I like that game. This game's not for me, but I could see why people like it. And I went through the whole show and I said there was no like bug smacks moments. There was no volcano high moments. Like Xbox is known for these moments, and they didn't have any. And then I'm like, they showed new games that we didn't know. They showed AAAs. They showed mature content, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let them bring my score down by how they're reacting. And I actually said the games that they showed outside of Halo looking like crap, because even the gameplay for Halo still looked pretty good. But besides the visuals of Halo, yes, it didn't scream next gen to me for the show, but the showcase was the best show Xbox has had for how many years? So
1 year.
Yeah, I think
1 year.
I think 2018 is better. Yeah, I think 2018 is better.
Okay,
So what did you find negative about the show, then? Damn.
He's one of them dealer. He caps.
Oh, he capped.
No,
he got gun.
See, that's exactly what Sue was talking about.
See, yeah, I literally said I was disappointed by them not showing things that made me feel like it was next gen. It didn't feel like a next gen. So everything, I'm like, where's the ray tracing? Where's the graphics? Where's the
gameplay,
mic,
right?
Where's the mic drop moments that these people were telling me about? Like, that's the kind of stuff I was disappointed about. But is that my expectations that let me down, or is this the actual show? And I think it was my own personal buildup also, and the insiders and the things that they said we might be seeing, or the hinting, or all this kind of stuff. And based on me giving the Sony show a 7, and I said they had dog shit moments, and they had things I would never play in my life. There wasn't really much of that on this show, so I bumped them up a point to an 8. So I gave Sony show a 7, and I gave Xbox show a 8. And it's more so basically grading on a curve, because if I wanted to say it's a 7, then I would have to bump Sony show down to a 6. But I really wasn't excited for next gen on both shows, because Miles Morales, that was a fucking CGI trailer or in-game engine. Fucking Horizon, that's not gameplay. GT, okay. Ratchet and Clank, awesome. Sackboy, no. So like the next generation first party games did not wow me on either side. But the announcements for the games that were coming, that at least I know are coming, I like better on the Xbox side. The third party stuff that they showed, third party, but the AA stuff that they showed on both sides, I liked better on the Xbox side than the PlayStation side.
You're right. Who was it that said big sci-fi and fucking, I don't know. Shinobi. Yeah, none of that stuff really lived up.
This is the problem, Peter. Like,
big sci-fi hasn't shown up yet because that's Initiative's game.
Yeah, and that didn't happen. And but either way, even if it would have shown up, would they have fucking not shown any gameplay of it? Like,
I would imagine it would have been a CGI trailer if it showed up.
Exactly. So like, we don't give a fuck about CGI. I don't care. I want to see some gameplay.
And then didn't they, when they saying something about a old Ninja series that people beloved are supposed to be coming back? Like, people thought Ninja Gaiden was coming back and stuff. So
this is just stuff people are making up on Reddit.
Yeah. So we hyped ourselves up to a degree.
I mean, you might have.
Well,
look, I just have expectations for a brand to do better naturally over the course of a decade.
And no. Like I said this before the show started. I said I'm not gonna let these insiders hype me up more than I need to be. I'm gonna be like realistic with my expectations, and my realistic expectations were met to a degree, but not in the way I wanted to. I want to see more gameplay. I want to be more wild visually, and I wanted things to feel next gen, and it didn't. But the stuff that he showed, I felt like we already kind of knew most of the stuff that the first party studios were doing. Yeah.
But so that was the biggest problem. None of it, besides probably Forza Motorsport, it didn't look next gen.
Yeah, Yeah, I said this. So yeah,
Well,
that's the
problem. This is a Series X showcase game. This is like leading up to the next gen.
Yeah, but let's be
honest. You gotta show your. Go on.
Nothing this year has looked next gen to me on either show.
I mean, Hellblade did in December.
Yeah.
Hellblade. That's what I'm trying to say.
I would say probably only Ratchet and Clank because of like the traversal and the way the game looks. I felt like it was next gen.
You ever played Ratchet and Clank in 2014?
Oh man, Ratchet and Clank, in my opinion, looks like the PS4 version. It looks like the PS4 version with Bloom and shit like that. So,
hey, I'm gonna get Dev, let me get these couple super chats. Right here to $79 with $5. Microsoft says about Game Pass, but go lock X. I'm assuming he's mean. Go lock Xbox games to PC, then hold them back for Xbox Series X, Gears, Tactics, Flight Sim. Why Microsoft tried to insult their console fan intelligence? I'm assuming you're not an Xbox fan, right, Cedar?
I don't think so.
we already do that.
I mean, what did they?
Definitely not.
Yeah, wait. Why did they hold? Why they hold back that Miles Morales DLC from the PS4?
Why are they insulting their PS4 fan intelligence, huh?
Yeah. Come on.
Hey, Post Up. Hey, y'all. I almost thought we lost Post Up, man.
Yeah, 24 hours. He's on suicide watch.
Wait, what happened? Did Post Up leave?
No. Like, okay, after the show, he was kind of down, man. He was kind of like, oh man,
he almost switched
Master Chief. No, Halo disappointed big time.
Yeah, Post Up was kind of pissed, but
he sent out a tweet that said disappointed, and then he came on the show. He said that shit was fucking. He was.
I was like, not Post Up, man. Post Up,
man. He kept it real.
Yeah,
but no. This is what he does yearly. Give him 24 hours, he'll be back capping.
Post Up with the $5. Salute to everybody on the panel. Great show. Keep up the great content, fellas. Thank you. That's it. Yeah.
But this is the thing, like Sue, and like when we seen Hellblade 2 at the Game Awards, it looked beautiful. Next gen, we were like, I know it's in-game engine, but it looked next gen. But when it came to this showcase, nothing lived up to that. That's what it was.
Yeah. It's because let me ask you guys something.
Forza.
Yeah, motorsport. Yeah,
but Well, let me ask you guys something. How much has COVID affected everything? I mean, it's obviously affected some stuff because we had no E3. But as far as game development, I remember Phil said something about because everybody's working at home. We can't do mocap, obviously, and things of that nature. So, how bad has COVID affected? Now, I'm not just talking about Xbox. I'm just talking about the gaming industry. Period. Ren,
a lot, obviously. I mean, I think it's going to have more implications for next year's games than anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's dealing with it. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like it's so widespread and it's everywhere, and it's definitely worse here. So it's definitely going to hit studios here in the United States a lot more than it's going to hit some overseas one because a lot of other countries have this under control because they're very smart about it, and we weren't. Unfortunately. Yeah. So I think it'll affect more things in 2021 than anything else. And I wouldn't, maybe next year is a little bit dry because of it. Maybe some of the releases that if you are doing mocap or you are doing music and orchestra, like all that stuff, maybe you can't do it just yet. So you're behind on your game.
Right.
I mean, we'll only find out. Only time will tell on that.
Yeah, exactly. Devin, before I go to you, man, and get these last right seater with the $2. Miles Morales, 4K 30 ray tracing, day one. Xbox Series X missing in action. Okay, right seater.
Makes no sense at all. And actually, they have a performance mode.
FISO 007 with the $3.99. Shinobi pranked the whole Xbox gaming community.
Damn. Indeed, Indeed, it did.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So, Devin, go ahead and tell us how you feel about the show, man. Like before we move on.
Considering all the games are in Game Pass, I was really happy about that. Like that, if it wasn't for that, like the disappointment would have just reigned. Like it would have been way worse, in my opinion. But I seen a lot of games that, considering that they're on Game Pass, I want to check out. Like the game made by the Sonic creators. Like the whole aesthetic might look kind of weird and shit, but when I seen the gameplay of that, and I like Sonic, so I said that I want to check that out. from the pre-show.
Which game is that, Dev?
I don't even remember.
Balan Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that they were like,
that's
a show capper.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a showstopper, but it you can definitely see the Sonic type elements and characters in the game.
Right, that was in the pre-show.
Yeah, it was in the pre-show. Okay. And the Exo Mecha game looks really good in my opinion, so I definitely want to check that out. And they're both going to be in Game Pass. As far as the main show goes, I was disappointed in the graphics for Halo, obviously, but the gameplay looks really fun to me. So regardless, I can't wait to play the game because the gameplay looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fable, it had a good CGI trailer, so I liked it. I wish I would have seen gameplay from that, of course. The whole Ninja Theory shouldn't even have been at the show, in my opinion, because they just said something about Iceland and then they showed no games, nothing.
It's cold out here, bitch.
Not even a CGI trailer for like Project Mara or something. I was thinking something like at least something.
They should have held Project Mara for the showcase.
And what have you guys heard about that game?
I mean, it's a game that it's entirely set in one room. Like, this isn't something you guys should be getting hyped about anyway.
Okay.
It'll be a cool couple-hour experience. That's pretty much about it. If I would guess, their big game is Hellblade.
Team on something else.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Their big game is Hellblade. So.
You know, I was looking for was one of those games that everybody comes out with this one game that shows off the equipment. Like they have the Rises. They had the Infamous, where it shows off the capabilities. Even if the game is not necessarily as long or is flushed out, I want to see something that just wows me, even if it's fucking 5 hours. I mean Spider-Man got it, but just something like that.
Something Spider-Man might as well be 5 hours. Are you saying that?
5 to 10 hours. That's what they said on a scale of a Lost Legacy. I don't know. That's all I can assume.
No, it'd be about 10 hours plus easy.
Oh, okay.
Unless you put it in easy mode.
But just the whole next gen aspect. I just don't see it. Like, I remember there was this tweet from somebody that said, like, people are over, basically they're saying people are over exaggerating the leaps of next gen. It won't look that much different than current gen, and everybody dogpiled on them. And I'm starting to think he's not as far off as we think. I think the games will look better. I think the games will be better frame rates. But as far as this leap from PS2 to PS3 era and the Xbox to Xbox,
that'll never happen again.
360, that's not gonna happen.
With that leap from the PS2 to the Xbox 360, that leap was massive.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that.
I'm just seeing this meme, Phil Spencer riding in a
riding with Craig. He's riding with Craig at the
EP. Craig in a blanket and a basket on a bike.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny. I don't get on Twitter. Shit, I got other stuff to do.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's hilarious.
Before we move on, Xbox Live Dynamatrix with the $5. Halo looked fine to me, but I'm beginning to wonder if 343 just isn't as talented as we give them credit for. Halo hasn't been 5 years in the making. Yeah, it's been 5 years. I thought Halo 4 campaign was
I disagree.
I thought Halo 4 campaign was awesome. But that's just me.
I was gonna say Halo 4 and Halo 5 looked great graphic wise, in my opinion.
Corey Tierwell with the $5. Maybe it's because I'm damn near 40, but doing the same car chase and fighting the same enemies, Spider-Man is literally the most overrated game. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought Spider-Man was pretty good.
Do you think it's only good because it's Miles Morales? Is that it?
No.
Or just a Spider-Man in the world.
It's a character, yeah.
No, I mean just like a new life form to Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Dominican Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That'd be like saying like if Batman came out with a Batman Beyond or something, there'd be a same
that'll be fine. That'll do well. So superhero stuff would just do well. So anyway, let's move on. We all gave our thoughts about the show. And that's it. So we move on to the next, right?
One more thing for going forward, and this PlayStation and this Xbox showcase next month. What do you guys anticipate?
For August?
Yeah.
I mean, first off, I don't know if it's an event like this one.
I doubt it. Yeah.
I don't know. It could just be blog posts. It could just be some videos. I don't know yet, but I'm sure I'll hint at it when I do eventually find out.
DM me first.
Nah, I don't leak stuff. But next month is going to be a big month because you're going to have Sony's State of Play, which is going to be really soon. They're going to be showing new games and potentially gameplay for some stuff. I would imagine at some point also this month, maybe at the State of Play, maybe not, we'll get the PS5 prices and pre-orders and release date and all that stuff because we are in August. These consoles are coming out real soon.
Yeah.
And Microsoft is going to do something in August. What it is, don't know. They still need to reveal Lockhart. They still need to reveal the price, pre-orders, release date. Hell, they still need to reveal the power of Series X because we have yet to see it.
Ron, what do you reckon of the white controller we've seen going around on Twitter today?
Oh, R&B, brother, you got hold on. You make a lot of noise, brother.
Controller. It could be that my Microsoft is releasing many different types of controllers, like a black controller, a white controller for the launch. Maybe it is the Lockhart controller. Who knows? Maybe it's a special. Because Xbox employees have the Series X and they have the new controllers, so it could be someone just took a snapshot of an Xbox employee's controller.
Apparently, Tom Borden goes when he asked the person who released that picture, leaked that picture. He said the box looked a bit squarish or something. Or cube, smaller square.
Lockhart is supposed to be a small system, the way it's been described to me is like it's supposed to be quite small. You're going to be surprised by how small it is. It's definitely smaller than Xbox One or even the One S.
It's like a One S without a disk drive and with
essentially,
bit wider.
So, but yeah, as for August, I mean, it really depends on what they're planning on doing. Are they doing another stream like this? Then, if they are doing another stream like this, I would expect some new first party. I would expect maybe the Initiative game gets shown off here, and maybe some other third party.
Because they definitely hinted at it. Because at the end of the show, I think Matt Moody was like, "Oh, you noticed we only showed off 9 of our studios.
Well, yeah.
Stay tuned."
Yeah. Well, that depends. It depends. Well, I was just going to say they could show off games at XO 2020 if there is one, or the VGAs. But I guess it really depends on whatever their plans are for August and what they want to do. Like another stream announcing prices and pre-orders for the system, maybe showing off some actual gameplay for Series X. I don't know. But then you wonder,
third party too.
Oh yeah, well then you wonder, why didn't you show some of this off during your July show?
Yeah.
That was the Game Pass show. That's why.
No, yeah, I don't know. Jeremiah Rourke with the $10 as an RDX Rand follower. They got me here. I'm subscribing to show support. Keep up the great work. Like Dilla said, excuse me. Misrepresenting Halo like that is just unacceptable. Sick of the memes. Hey man, you gotta embrace Craig. No,
man, dealer's blowing up your channel.
Hey man,
you got enough money to buy Domino's.
Randall, put your pants on.
314 live views. This is a record.
Hit the like button, guys.
Yeah,
3,000.
Speaking of embracing,
I can get up with embracing Craig, like with Dealer.
Speaking of embracing Craig, somebody actually memed me. I think it was Verdict. He memed me with fucking Craig in it. I said, "Word." Posted it. I said, "All right, I got y'all. I'm coming for all you motherfuckers."
It was you with a big ass sword swiping at people defending Craig.
Right.
I was like me. It was me and it was literally a picture of me and my homegirl, and they cut her face out and put Craig. I said, "Motherfuckers." That was for the DM. All right, I got y'all.
You should already know. You should already know better than to have that out there.
All right. Yeah. All right, y'all. So if you guys see my screen, yes, I know Domino's Pizza, official Domino's Pizza UK is throwing shots at good old Master Chief. Don't worry, Chief. Domino's always delivers. Current gen is all nice and clear. Next gen is all pixelated. Wow.
You've hit rock bottom when Domino's is making fun of you. But
I always wonder, how is Domino's still around with all these way better franchises?
That's like a pack of crackheads with a lawnmower engine attached to a dumpster driving.
Those look like the textures of Halo Infinite, though.
Oh damn!
Oh, come on, Ron. Not like this. Come on, Ron.
That's a damn lie.
It's viral marketing and it works. Look at us talking about it. I didn't even know about it until just now.
Oh,
Are you serious? I was like,
yeah, like I legitimately, like I have not. I've just been busy, man. Just busy.
Yeah, that's
what you been busy with, dealer? You making songs? You riding
doing
the
all
bike?
kinds of stuff, Randall.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I'm out there. We out here.
We out here. Good.
So listen. So what does it mean if Domino's Pizza is taking shots at your ass?
It's the UK, first of all.
Yeah.
So you taking shots at the UK in return, huh? He said it's only the UK.
Country. No, I'm saying the UK is pony country, so it's definitely a pony bias over there. So,
definitely.
This is Domino's, sir.
Yeah, that's still.
And their pizza tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know.
That pizza it does taste like cardboard with tomato sauce. I swear. Yeah, that piece is that. C-Flag D-Train with the $5. Do you guys think the Xbox could be hiding something about Halo that they don't want revealed?
Textures.
Competition visual showcase at launch. Oh, damn, dealer. Oh,
I honestly don't think they're hiding anything. I just think I don't know why, they chose an old build to show off at their July premiere, and I think that was a bad decision.
You don't choose to show a build with no textures and popping.
Yeah.
So there had to be something. Maybe all the computers was broke. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to think of it.
Was COVID,
there's no damage control.
They couldn't make a new build. I don't know.
Yeah, they ran out of builds.
Yeah.
And why are they saying it's so old? Then I don't get it.
Maybe I lost track of time. Shit.
Geekhead disagrees with us, y'all. He said, "What the fuck, y'all on? Domino's is the best."
Domino's is trash, sir.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Looks down at the box. I accidentally ordered some Papa John's. Shit.
Papa John's. All right, man. So yeah, so the Domino's thing is real. Yeah. So let me ask you guys. They say that where's it at? I'm sorry. The Gunk dev says on the Xbox exclusive. Damn it, I can't say that. Exclusive. You know what I'm trying to say.
Exclusivity.
Let Ron say it.
He's trying to say excellent.
Sound it out.
Shut up. We went with the guys with the most powerful hardware. Now I know this is the wrong story to go after everything we've talked about so far.
Should have started with this one, huh?
The Gunk dev says the Xbox Series X is the more powerful console, and that's the console they went with. Brand.
Yes.
So this means shit right now, right?
I mean, I didn't notice that game. It was one of the few that actually used the 1080p 60 FPS stream and showed you some 60 FPS gameplay. But it is a little indie game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a cool game. I mean, both Sony and Microsoft are going to build up their libraries of content for close to launch and beyond. I mean, Microsoft has like Scorn and Medium and The Ascent and a game like The Gunk and, Warhammer, Darktide and stuff like that, right? And Sony's going to have like, they got Bug Snacks and they got Bug Snacks and, they got, some other ones like Little Devil Inside and the game that dealer loves, the one
Volcano
with the backpack.
Volcano High, shit.
The backpack, right?
I'm an Animorph, bitch.
The dolphin face. Yeah.
So they both are doing the time exclusive stuff for the small indie games. Like, although I do think the Gunk said this one is a forever exclusive to Xbox. Yeah. And they just said, "Hey, we went with the people that are most powerful." I mean,
they ran out of builds too, Rand.
As Dealer has said countlessly many times in his videos, the Series X is a more powerful console. But we haven't seen it yet, though. So,
so when I went to the the Twitter, whatever, the posts, they said it was going to the One X also. Is that true? Or the One series?
I've heard that.
The Gunk? You'd have to look at their trailer. It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that's true, then that's cat, because the Xbox One isn't the most powerful console.
I mean, I think it's next gen only. Probably, I don't know, but I mean, 343. Look, they're still not even sure about a beta. They still don't. They still a few months out are unsure about a fucking beta. That's happening. What
I didn't hear that.
It's too late for a fucking beta almost anyway.
It's
real
2020.
one. Anyway.
That's what happened. 2020 happened.
No, it's fucking. This game's the way they're going with it.
For a reference, have they ever? Granted, they haven't been in a situation like this before, but wasn't this the same argument or issue where I think it was Halo 5 or 4 didn't look good before it came out? I don't know if it was just.
I think that was Gears 4. Like maybe
Gears 4.
It was both of them. It's Xbox.
Oh yeah,
I mean, of course, it was both of them.
Because the beta deal.
Yeah, everyone talked shit on all those betas, and the games looked fine when they came out. But I mean, Halo is a big game, and they should have had a beta out by now.
Granted, I kind of hope they just do the the Microsoft thing and just throw money at the problem. Hire as many people as you need. Do whatever you got to do. Kidnap people.
Didn't they hire 600 people?
Say what?
Didn't they just hire 600 people?
Apparently, the number is like right now is 1,200 people working on this game.
From what I read, and I think COVID had a lot to do with this this demo that we seen at the show. They're saying that the demo was an old build, and the reason they showed the old build was because it was the most stable build that they had to show.
And this game is a few months away.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Damn.
So as far as the showcase, it was the most stable build. Like, you know.
Well, it's funny how they learn one lesson and then slip up in another area, because I'll keep saying it. You can call me a cap, whatever. That show was nice for everything I saw except for Halo and the one from Iceland.
Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade.
Because they didn't show anything.
Yeah, apart from those two, this show was amazing. They had a lot of games I like, more games I feel like playing other than the PlayStation show, and they're all going to Game Pass.
So R&B, did you like Tetris?
Yes, Tetris I haven't played in like 20 years, so I guess I can snatch back up on it.
When it was on PlayStation,
it's Tetris. What are you gonna do?
Hey, you're right. What are we gonna do? We're gonna replace that.
Yeah, like,
people want to see.
It's their own fault. It's their own fault they're getting this ridicule, so they got to step up and do better the next showing out. Hire as many people as you need to hire, hammer it down, whatever you got to do to get the job done. Because apparently, I don't know if y'all covered this while I was fighting off those freaking Ninja Turtles. Apparently, Last of Us 2 had 2,000 people working on it.
Oh shit, man! Y'all just keep on talking about all my little topics and shit.
Well, I don't know. Do you want the game to look nice over being a good game? Like,
no, I'm saying
why can't we get both? Why can't we get both? Why can't we get both of them both look good and be a good game? You know that is possible, right? You don't really got to choose.
If the crunch, if the crunch was that high for Last of Us Part 2, y'all know it was, where they had to grab 2,000 people plus film animators to make the game what it is. I don't see Xbox having a problem grabbing 800 more people. They already have 1,200. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there who need a job right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Don't get me the line. Top dog 2K17 with the $5. Look on the bright side, Xbox fans. You won't have any trouble finding Xbox Series X. PlayStation fans will deal with scalpers and limited stock for the PS5.
That's not a good reason to play a dinosaur girlfriend simulator.
Or grandpa.
Right, see the saving now to $5 donation for Xbox community towards the faster completion of Halo Infinite's post-launch ray tracing DLC. Hey, what happened? I was like, Rand and brought ponies to my channel, man. I mean, like, they're already on my channel.
Don't blame us, man. Anytime you get more people, you're gonna get more eyes. There you go.
Kid Smooth, the best bot with the $2 sub WBG. Dominoes is trash. That
yeah, I saw your tweet. He was shooting shots at Dominoes.
Hey, I was in a party with Kid Smooth a week ago. He was eating Dominoes. He said, "This shit's great."
You know what the funniest thing is? They have a promotion with Xbox Game Pass.
Oh shit!
That was part of the promotion. The promoting
Cut them off.
Oh shit!
Like either leave it up or someone's gonna get in trouble for that.
That was Domino's North America.
No, that was Domino's UK.
Oh man.
Boy, Tillwell with the $2 lies. PS5 SSD adds an additional 36 compute units. Hey, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Derek, speaking of lying, have y'all gotten to that nonsense The Verge is spitting out about what Phil Spencer said?
No.
He's not on Twitter like that, so you have to remind him.
Yeah, man.
Right. Was that a question? I don't know. I didn't. What did they say?
It was an article coming out how they were claiming that Microsoft's already breaking one promise about games going forward with the Xbox Series X version and Xbox One versions, because they said they somehow listened to what they said about you're not going to get an Xbox Series exclusive game for the first 1 to 2 years. They heard that. It went in their brain. Everybody got made fun of them for it. But then when they watched the show and they saw the games that were only for Xbox Series X, said, hey, wait a minute, you lied. You lied.
So they're dumb. They're really, really dumb.
Yeah, what they didn't realize is these games aren't coming out for a year or two.
Right, exactly. They're coming out in 2 years or 3 years. So.
And they barely probably even play games. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So. It's all the stops coming out for Xbox, I see.
Yeah, man. So, all right, guys, let's talk about that Spider-Man thing for a second. So it's just a rumor right now, but they're saying that Spider-Man Miles Morales.
I know Black.
Nothing. Okay, he could come with the remaster of PS4 Spider-Man. Now, in this console war, some Xbox guys are like, "Look at this! They're gonna charge them for a remaster of a game they already have." Some PlayStation guys are like, "This is a great deal."
Well, it's not a remaster.
It's just
going to be a patch and enhancement you get for free on your consoles today.
Yeah,
everything is x86 to x86, right? For the first time ever, from PS4 to PS5, Xbox One to Series X. So you're on the same machine language. There's no real porting, no massive porting process needed. All this stuff scales down from PC pretty easily in terms of how they design these things. And that's why you shouldn't be paying for the games twice. So that'll be interesting. Looks like Sony are gonna do a mashup of that. They ultimately say it's up to the developers. Like, they're not forcing you, like Marvel's The Avengers, you'll get that free patch, all that stuff. Cyberpunk guaranteed. But Sony first party, that's the question, Randall. I mean, do you think they're gonna do that?
I could easily see them having a version that bundles it together for people who haven't played the original Spider-Man. Like, if you have Spider-Man, you can just buy Miles Morales for $30. But if you never played Spider-Man, there might be a version that they sell you with Miles Morales and the original Spider-Man for $60.
But what about the people that bought the original Spider-Man?
I'm saying, I like I said, I think look. I don't think Sony is that dumb to sell you remasters of their games. I don't think they want the bad. I don't think they want. That's just my personal prediction. I mean, it's possible. It's certainly possible Sony resells you all their PS4 games on PS5. It's a possibility. I don't think they want that bad PR.
Yeah.
But I just remember you telling me specifically you thought they were going to do that for sure.
I think they will.
When did I say that, Mr. Dealer?
We were in a party.
Oh, was I?
You're in a hot tub. What?
Oh yeah, we were in a hot tub.
We were in the hot tub.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We were like Fonzarelli playing Final Fantasy.
Oh.
I don't know. We need to learn more about the game. Like, is it what is it? Like, how long is it? Does it come with the remaster? Is it coming to PlayStation 4? Like, all that stuff. They've been a little bit cagey on if that game's coming to PlayStation 4 or not, which usually is a sign that it is.
There's no game design reason that game shouldn't come right down. Turn ray tracing off. You can do all that crap.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that it's got 60 frames performance mode. That's the one I'll be playing on. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see on that.
Shout out to Fonz in the chat.
Wait,
Final Fantasy.
Hey, man, Emmanuel was calling you out, man. He said that you promised Lost Odyssey 2, Rand. What happened?
I literally always said no Lost Odyssey ever.
Oh.
And I don't know, if you listen to my video on Monday for the preview, I literally nailed every single first-party game that Microsoft was showing. I told you guys exactly what Obsidian's game was. I've been doing it for years. Told you it was a Skyrim game. I said it was Fable. I said State of Decay 3 would be there.
People
never pay attention.
People fucking rub this crystal ball. You're like, hey, Mikey Barr, are you there? Hey, what's coming? What's there? Tell me.
Mikey Barr
don't act like you got the goddamn cheat sheet. Right? It's the same reason I talked about the specs as confidently as I did. All that bullshit. Certain people know certain people. Blah,
but I'm just saying, I never said shit about Lost Odyssey 2.
You definitely confirmed Lost Odyssey.
I definitely did not, sir.
Hold on, wait. Dealer, are you implying that Rand predicts things, but it's not really a prediction.
I'm saying that sometimes when we're super confident about certain things, it's because we've talked to certain people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he pretty much got like that.
I mean, I know people that said Fable wasn't real forever and the Lockhart never existed and all this dumb shit. And it's like common sense, but on top of like, hey, like if we tell you some shit, it's probably like not for no reason or we're very adamant, right?
Right. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, because I remember like Rand said he's 100% sure Fable is real and Playground is developing. So
yeah, we've been talking about this damn game for years. Like,
I've been there forever.
Hey, R&B, man, there's some feedback coming from you, bro.
Oh, no, man. After this last Xbox show, I can't listen to these insiders anymore. Like, I'll just listen to Dealer, man. Dealer,
well,
man.
you just gotta remember though that like a lot of this ain't like insiders. A lot of it's Reddit trash. I can't stand it when I get so many fucking DMs. I don't even try anymore. And I'll get messages from people that are just pulling shit off Reddit. My source said this. Shut the fuck up. Like this shit's from Reddit, okay? For one. And secondly, sometimes stuff does like Shinobi has a good track record. That stuff changed, right? Stuff changes. Lockhart's apparently supposed to be revealed forever ago. This is like a weird year in gaming.
Even with that Tim Dog thing, big news coming up. Big news coming up. Mike Ybarra leaves Xbox. Like, damn. What? Shit happens. You know what I mean?
C Flag D Train with the $2. What developer would you like to see do Halo next? Bungie. No, I'm joking, man.
No, that's a good answer. It's not gonna happen, but that's the best answer.
Hey, is there anything with Bungie Xbox, or it was just a Game Pass deal?
Man, where the fuck is Lost Odyssey?
Where is Lost Odyssey? Where's Blue Dragon?
So wait. Can we have you on record? What do you know, and when is it happening?
No one gives a fuck about Lost Odyssey. That's the news flash. Next.
What about Splinter Cell?
The Bungie stuff's interesting, though. I personally think the Bungie stuff is interesting.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
Oh,
wink, wink.
Doesn't mean anything will happen. I think it's interesting. It was a big surprise to see Destiny 2 a part of the show. And you know what? I was taken aback by here's Halo Infinite, the former franchise that Bungie made, and man, Destiny 2 sure looks a lot better than Halo Infinite.
Oh shit!
I was like, man, Destiny 2 looks a lot better than
It does.
Yeah, but no, getting that is
showing side by side pictures of him, and I was
getting
like,
that is pretty big for Game Pass. I know Phil is a huge fan of Destiny, and he's best friends with like the CEO of Bungie and stuff. So like, you never know, they might work together a lot more closely. Maybe Microsoft has eyes on partnering with them on their next, their new IP called Matter. I mean, who knows? Who knows what the future will bring?
I really like that the expansions are going to be in Game Pass. That's dope. Yep. Including the new one. Like, yeah, I think it's releasing side by side with the new expansion on Game Pass.
This is why I feel like Halo can get delayed because Destiny 2 is going to be there.
No, fuck that.
Nah. Sean is on that delay mode so heavy. He said, "Well, you got Halo. I mean, Destiny. You got COD. I mean, Halo doesn't need to be around." Like, oh my god!
And if I'm choosing between Destiny and Halo,
bro, do you want do you want a broken game? Do you want a broken
it's
game?
It's not about what you want. It's about what it is. It is coming out. It's not. We have no choice in this matter.
Get on Twitter. Let's make a fucking voice. Let's make some noise.
I say hire more slave labor and get the job done.
Slave labor, God.
Oh, come on, God damn, R&B. Come on.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Listen, I think they. Okay, let me ask you guys this: can they afford to delay Halo Infinite?
Yes, they can. They can't afford more negative PR.
I think the Series X would sell out regardless of if Halo was there or not, and they could probably afford to delay it. So if it needs to be delayed, then delay it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Bill has actually already admitted, like, hey, the hardware's coming out. We don't have a plan B, but Halo is malleable.
Xbox come out regardless, whatever's worth there to launch with it.
That is true. Like, he did say that on those interviews with Ryan McCaffrey. He said, yeah. That's true. Corey Tierwell with $5. If Bungie and 343 was smart, they would do some crossover content.
That would be a smart idea.
Well, like some Destiny and Halo kind of intertwined.
I would say some like Master Chief helmets, even though they look pretty much similar.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. Avis Plus Productions with the $2. My source said PS5 is RDNA 3.5. Crap MBG.
I thought PS5 is RDNA 5 from 5 years in the future.
Yeah.
They said it cannot be defined. 1, 2, 5, 10, 20. It is no RDNA because it's its own thing. That's what they're saying now.
It is technology fluid.
And let me ask you guys also about the show. There was a lot of console launch exclusives. Now, I'm under the impression that means that they're gonna launch on the Xbox first, but they will eventually go to the PS5. Is that what it is? Like, those games?
Yes.
Stalker 2. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, right?
I mean, that's the same as
that's what they've been.
That's the same as all the stuff on the PlayStation show too. Like that big Square Enix game, Project Agita.
Right.
I mean, that's coming to PC day one, but I mean, it's not full. It's a 1 year timed exclusive. A lot of those games, like Little Devil Inside and Grip Snacks, like all the Bug Snacks, whatever the heck that game is, those are all just all timed exclusive, man. They're just all timed.
Us Xbox guys, we need Bug Snacks to be an exclusive, full exclusive. We don't want that.
Better have some ray tracing too.
Hey, Rand, Keith J says, "Hey Rand, how are you uploading a video while you're here live? That's dedication." Anyway, great show, guys. Thanks, Keith.
Well,
God,
because
Randy
I had
dropping those trash videos every day. Fuck.
every day except the last 2 days, dealer. God damn.
2 days.
Attention.
Take a break.
Yeah, no, take a break.
What's this one about?
Because I had recorded it before the show, so I was just waiting. This one's about the Avowed information that kind of came out, which I know is mostly true about how it's bigger than Skyrim and all that stuff. And I don't know. I just figured making a video about that. And some of the stuff I talked about today in the podcast, I talked a little bit about in the show. So
are these gonna be megatons?
I mean, I wouldn't consider them megatons.
Yeah, they said Avowed is targeting late 22, early 2023. Okay. So those are the years 2022, 2023, where Xbox is really gonna, that's another 2 years, but they're really gonna start having some big games. Because I don't know what developer was that. I don't know if you guys can remember random dearly, because I try to think of, there was a developer that said time is the most important thing when it comes to game development. And kind of, like you guys said earlier, that if you want a quality game, it's going to take 4 to 5 years. Like God of War took, Horizon Zero Dawn took that long. Crackdown 3, oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry, like disregard the last one, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So I don't know what developer was that, but time definitely is the most important thing. He said is definitely the most important thing. Having time to do your game.
And, makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Go ahead,
Sue.
No, I'm saying okay, we all know these games are coming out, in the future. But lie to me like PlayStation lies to ponies. Like, show me a game 5 years out, full fidelity, vertical slice so fucking thin that it might not even be in the game. I don't care. Just lie to me and show me.
That's a little too far.
Out. No, but it works for them, and they don't care when it comes out.
It kind of does and doesn't, because that didn't help Days Gone get higher than, what was it, 75?
71.
71.
I like Days Gone, though. I like it.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I say do it. Copy it to the point where you're doing a CGI trailer like Spider-Man, but it's CGI mixed in with engine footage. That's the part.
Spider-Man wasn't CGI. It was all.
Sorry.
That was all.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was like in-game cutscenes.
I mean, they did though. They showed you part of Avowed trailer was 100% CGI, and then State of Decay all CGI. Bitches screaming at animals in the woods. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really show you much gameplay at all from that perspective. This show, so yeah. I don't know. I mean, Sony, they showed God of War in 2016. It came out 2 years later. Fucking one of the best games ever made, if not the best, in my opinion.
I agree with you on that.
They haven't done that weird. I know Ghost and Last of Us was confirmed. Both of them had downgrades by Digital Foundry. But at the end of the day, shit changes, and I don't know. They're pretty decent games. At least there's stuff.
Let me ask you guys the question. I don't remember. Like, do you guys do Rand, did you do a review for The Last of Us 2?
He's making another video.
Okay. Dealer, did you? Because I don't remember you doing a review for The Last of Us.
No, I'm still not done with it.
Still making it?
And still not done fucking beating the game.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
I've been busy as shit. I ain't had no fucking videos out hardly.
Finish it and then uninstall it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it so far.
Yeah. I'm going to be
pretty
honest, man. For some reason, I'm enjoying Ghosts a little bit more than I'm not glad for The Last of Us 2.
That's because you ain't used to playing shit since Doom
Dirk.
Eternal came out. There ain't been nothing to play.
Matter of fact, that's the last time I talked to you. You were playing Doom Eternal, and it was me, you, and Devin. Devin was passed out drunk, and we were just talking, and you were playing Doom Eternal. I remember that day.
Doom Eternal.
But yeah, it's been dry. Like, I never understood why games didn't drop in the summertime, because it's always dry during the summertime. Like, I feel like if you had a banger during the summertime, you would own the summer.
That's what
Rona owns the
Summer
summer
Arcade was for.
Right.
Well, no, I mean, like, historically, this like summers have always been dry. They always wait till like September, maybe like, you know, Madden FIFA was like the first big game to drop, but from then, like, the summer's always dry.
Yeah.
Speaking of timed, I want to ask about that, since we all know for a certain certainty that most of the third-party titles we saw at the PS5 show and vice versa for the Xbox show are timed exclusive to like a year out. Do you know anything about the medium? Because it seems to be like an argument. First, they were saying they only made it for the Xbox Series X. Now of all times, they say it's a console launch exclusive. Now they're jumping on it that it'll eventually come to the PlayStation. We don't know when, but sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, does it really matter when Microsoft put all their very own games on everything that you can get your hands on? You know, like, just expect every game to go fucking everywhere eventually anyway, except for
just
first
a petty
party.
fanboy argument.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, honestly. If you're fucking dying to play the medium, then PC or Xbox, choose.
Right.
Just take a look at what the developers say. They said they're only talking about the Xbox version now, which means it's coming to PlayStation at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just that it's a small part of a community that actually cares about when they come and when they stay. Because for the most part, people don't really see that as an L or a W because it's a game. But us, you know, the hyper, you know, hardcore, it's like spies going over the other side, and you're trying to see who's going where.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that game will be on your cell phone, you know, like through xCloud, right? So, I mean, I just...
Well, don't get me wrong. I know it's petty. It's one of those
you're getting MLB The Show on Xbox, you know? Like,
right.
It's a different era, and you get first party. I mean, Sony, more games that come to PC from them. You know, I mean, shit. It's
funny.
just a different time.
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed is that these bigger, you know, outlets are almost kind of like saying, yeah, it's coming to Xbox. I mean, the PlayStation later. It's on Xbox for now, but the PlayStation one's coming. Like, they're putting more of an emphasis that, yeah, it's coming to PlayStation rather than, yeah, this is the launch Xbox game.
It's a long-standing tradition after every E3, the console port begging. We've seen it for years. We know it's always coming around.
Like, it started with Tomb Raider. Okay, so when is it coming out for PlayStation? Like they say, okay, fuck that. We know it's on Xbox, but when is it really coming out? That's kind of like, I feel like that's how they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, Sony dominates the mind share right now, and their fan base is twice as active. It's like anything on YouTube. You make something about PS5 or PlayStation, you should have double the traffic of Xbox minimum. You know, so it's just how it works. And they're trying to ask and talk about what they think most of the people watching will probably give a shit about, plus their own personal bias, right? So.
Right. White Cedar 79 with the $2 after the show. Honest Halo Infinite Metacritic prediction. I think it's hard to say right now. Just me personally.
It best hit a 90. Otherwise, lose that
I
bet.
mean, I don't know if you're gonna. Yeah, I mean, the best. I don't know. It depends on what it looks like. Depends how it plays. Depends if it's a fully fledged campaign. Depends on how much the multiplayer's there.
Yeah,
I mean, it all depends on that.
Yeah, they got knocked 30 prints off for the Xbox buys too. Don't forget that.
All right. Right Cedar again with the $2. Lied to you like Sony. Did you forget Halo 2018 trailer? Oh shit.
Yep, that's that was an L.
Yeah, and that looked beautiful, whatever that was.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah,
it really did.
The truth. It's like the truth of what? What the fuck is it? What?
Yeah, that looked good. So I gotta ask Rand this. So Rand, did you hear about World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it today, but I don't think that's happening. I think that was a mistake.
What the hell's going on with World of Warcraft?
Yeah, it said something about
it was rated by Brazil, so people like the new expansion was rated by Brazil, so people are thinking that World of Warcraft is coming to Xbox, the Xbox platform. I think that was just a mistake, but
okay,
that would be a really weird pull.
It would be. I mean, you would play with a controller or keyboard and mouse. I mean,
don't get me wrong, because Stalker 2 was mind blowing enough because that's always been on PC, but.
Hey, like what is Stalker about? Because I'm not too.
It's like Metro kind of. It's like Chernobyl based.
First person shooter was the first person shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never played it before, so when I was like, "What the hell is
a PC game?"
Oh.
But a lot of people were hyped about it. About it. I was like, "What is Stalker?"
It was like one of the things that got a lot of hits after this show because I didn't know it's pretty like a classic PC title, like up there with like Counter-Strike.
I think it got the second most. I think got the second most to Halo as far as views.
Yeah, behind Halo. Yeah.
Oh, was that Halo and Fable?
Yeah, it was Halo Fable then Stalker. But I'm going to tell you my personal opinion of the most underrated trailer of the show is Crossfire X campaign.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I thought that looked amazing.
Really dope.
You know. So like Remedy, so is there some type of time like manipulation in the game since it's Remedy?
Yeah, wish you had your time back after playing it, yeah.
Damn.
Oh no.
Did you guys you play Control?
Yeah, I like Control.
Yeah,
I think it was great. I like,
Whoever made that map needs to be fired though.
Yeah, that map, I couldn't tell if it was up or down.
That bitch barely worked.
Right, yeah, that map was trash. That map was
loved it.
trash, but like I was like, once you upgraded all of her shit, she was a badass, and the game was dope. So
yeah, I'm not.
I feel like this
was like.
Go ahead, Sue.
No, I'm saying like that's like Quantum Break. Like as soon as you upgrade, you're like a fucking god. But Quantum Break, they gave it to you a little bit too early, too quickly. So it didn't really feel like the rest. It felt like the rest of the game was like nothing else to it.
Looking at this story-based trailer for this game, it looks like Remedy might be good if you just give them a singular focus. Because this story campaign looks like it's going to be like on some Call of Duty action-packed type level. And I think I'm going to like it.
Mixed with fear.
Right. Yeah, fear. Emmanuel A1 with the $2. Should I temper expectations for 4K 60 with DTX on the Xbox Series X?
What the hell is DTX?
I don't know. Yeah,
is it ray tracing?
No, you'll see games at 4K 60 of some type with ray tracing.
Yeah. Oh, yo, we got a couple more topics that we about to get out of here. I'm sorry, I'm sorry for that. I don't do the 4-hour podcast, man. So Compulsion Games. They're expanding to a new office in Montreal with a goal to accommodate around 100 developers in the next 18 months.
Sacre bleu. So
Compulsion Games, We Happy Few I wasn't that crazy about, but I will admit that it was a Kickstarter game, and I thought the concept was pretty good, but the game itself was okay. But do you guys think Compulsion is working on something AAA, and you think it's going to be potentially be a sleeper hit for the Xbox first party studios?
Like anything, it depends on how long they're giving them to make the game. I mean, if the game is 2023 or 2022, it's probably that level. I mean, I don't know. I would have to wait and see. I don't know anything about what Compulsion's working on. I've heard rumors, but like, I don't want to say them because I don't believe them. But
when did this game come out?
That came out in 2018. Like We Happy Few came out in 2018.
So they assume they've been working on something for the past 2 years. So like the same situation as well.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a third-person game, action adventure, apparently.
Yeah, that's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Third person. Yeah.
That's confirmed. And like someone asked them, "Is it ambitious?" And they said yes. So who knows what that even means?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, a lot of those guys come from the BioShock studio, so I think they would probably do a lot with narrative stuff, and it'd probably be very. It'll be very stylized or like trippy. Like they tend to do that. Like if you look at Contrast and We Happy Few, it definitely has a style they're going for. So I would imagine that. I would imagine third person, BioShock-y. But yeah, I guess it really depends on when the game is, how much time they're given and how much money and the people they can hire. If they're getting a brand new studio, that means like Microsoft is obviously happy with what they're doing and they're going to accommodate for more people. So
So do you reckon we'll see them next month?
I have to wait and see to what next month actually is.
Right.
I don't know. Would you? I mean, if next month happens and you see Initiative and Compulsions game? I mean, would that
I feel
be?
like it needs to happen. Because you're gonna like the pre-orders gonna come hopefully as well. You're gonna be talking about Lockhart, maybe more about your services. So,
but we get to see a game on Series X first.
But the annoying thing is that since Sony and Microsoft playing this game of chicken, where they're holding things back for another month, holding things back for another month, who knows if they keep stretching that thing out all the way to November. So we might see
definitely gonna be stuff.
Just stretch it out until 2022. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get pre-orders some point because retailers are going to know how much they need to order from Sony and Microsoft.
They start production like I think next month or the one after is when they'll start building them.
I'm not gonna lie, that see who blinks first is getting kind of fun but kind of scary because we only run out of so many months left.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Old. There ain't no games. There ain't even no fight. They won't even confirm shit. It's getting old.
I mean,
right, exactly. I'm ready to put
and Dealer, we're in opposite camps here. Dealer's $399 PS5. I'm $499 PS5. I'm dying to see who's right on that one.
But that's the digital
I think PS5 is like $550.
I think PS5 is a clusterfuck, and they just did not keep things locked down with it. Plus the whole virus thing. But yeah, that was the original plan. Is $399, and if they hit that, then that'd be. Then that's the best thing they could possibly do.
Yes, I agree with you.
I reckon that's the digital version, though.
Yeah, but either way, that's what it'll come in at, right? The base model. So
yeah,
fucking SSDs cost $400.
They're not paying the same price as everyone else.
Yeah, I know, but that's still a lot for that SSD.
Yeah, I mean, just again,
$600.
$600.
I don't see that. Now, yeah, I'm thinking 500 and. Like with the digital one before 49 maybe or 399.
No,
one of them is gonna be $500. That's all I know.
I don't see 400. I just don't see it.
450?
I just don't see 400.
Well, I just hope they announce it next month. Shit, it's about time, man. It's about time. I really put my money down on that shit.
Yeah, I didn't harp on. I've been on the 399 train because that's again what I thought it was originally slated for, and I'm not going to change it now, or my opinion, whatever, right? Don't matter. So. It'll likely, who knows, it might come in above that, but I think if they're smart, they'll do what it takes to hit that $399 and have that $100 delta on the Xbox. They need it with the performance delta, 100%. Then they've got Lockhart coming in, $100 under that if they hit that price point. So still,
yeah.
Rand Dealer, what do you put stock on when the CEOs come out and say things like? Well, Phil Spencer saying we're not going to be beat on power and price, or when Jim Ryan says don't expect a cheap device, it's going to be high class, expensive type of thing.
I mean, yeah, but they also like Phil is right. He's talking about Lockhart and Series X. They wouldn't lose out on price or power, and Sony have kind of changed their tune. They used to say that they plan on shifting more units than ever. Right, you don't do that with a $500 system, and they also Mark's starting to be saying the price would be very appealing for the gamer. Right, that's not $500. And now Jim Ryan saying some of this more modern stuff. Again, I think their price is kind of ballooned, and they can either take a hit and do what they need to do, and do what I feel like would garner them the best PR and the highest volume movement, and launch it at a slight loss, or they can come in at $450 with that digital and $500 with the disc one, and it won't be the end of the world, but
it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
Just duke it out.
They'll make that back with the digital.
Yeah, Jim Ryan started talking about don't think about like low price, think about the value. They started.
He could also say that because he knows that they are not going to be the price leader. Lockhart is.
Yeah,
the value is in between, right? The performance and the cost saving. So. It just depends on kind of what approach you're going to take, man.
Yeah, man. So, we got this last topic. It's not going to be a long one. Let me get Rice Eater 79 first with the $2. You guys still think there's a performance delta?
Rice Eater, you didn't even know what a fucking performance delta was until 6 minutes ago. You looked it up. We know this guy's there's a fucking performance delta. That means there's a performance advantage on one side over the other. We've known that for fucking a year and a half. We've been talking about that. Welcome to the party.
This guy's paying you to talk shit, Dirt. You should be thankful.
Yeah, I mean, why are you going to be dumb enough to pay $2?
He's brain dead.
This is the part.
Everything
this is the part of the
he says
show.
It happens.
I mean, yeah, Halo Infinite, again, we made fun of that game. Everyone's made fun of that game, rightfully so. They shouldn't have done it. But at the end of the day, like, you got what? Bug Snacks is representative of what the PS5 can do? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, tell you, hey, look, hey, let's be honest. When Halo Infinite comes out, everybody's going to be on that bitch playing multiplayer. We listen, we know that's going to happen. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Corey Tillwell with $5. Xbox should announce in August that they have increased both CPU and GPU clocks by 200 megahertz and is over 14 teraflops. Then it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be $500 then.
You say 200 megahertz? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah, not quite 14 teraflops, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So the last topic I have for the night it's a small topic, but it's an exciting topic for me because even though I'm probably I am the oldest guy on the panel tonight at 43 years old. I used to love G4. Spike TV.
Shit, yeah.
I used to love G4. I used to love the E3 coverages. I used to love all that shit. So apparently they're going to come back. Now, I'm assuming it's going to be on YouTube or something because who the hell watches TV anymore? So what do you guys think about G4 potentially coming back? Well, not potentially. They said they're coming.
I can't fucking wait, dude.
Just one question: is Adam Sessler involved in any way?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
They have to be. It was on the X-Play Twitter.
But he is. You said it?
No,
I think
they posted the video on the X-Play Twitter.
No, they're coming back. That's official. But Adam Sessler or Morgan Webb, I'm not sure about that.
They have to. They have to.
I mean, not to sound like a dick, but none of their careers really took off after that show, except for
I feel like if G4 is coming back, they have to have X-Play.
Yeah.
X-Play, Attack of the Show, and what else?
Honestly, I don't really give a shit.
That's
that girl from Twitter talking shit on all the consoles.
That's what they need to do. They'll talk shit. Yeah, it'll be fine.
I think it actually worked for them though. Like I think
I remember them being
like, man.
I remember them being big around like the beginning of the 360 generation, or was it like PS2? I remember that I used to watch all that shit.
That was like their heyday.
I mean, because of course there was no YouTube around then, so that was really the go-to place, like besides magazines. So.
Craig Infinite.
Who said Craig Infinite?
Craig Infinite.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Who said Craig Infinite?
Craig Infinite. You playing Craig Infinite?
I don't see it. That's funny. Craig to take a life though, man. Shout out to my boy Craig the Brute.
He's in the corner eating a bowl of chips.
Yeah, Craig for president 2020.
Shit. Hey man, I hope Xbox fully embraces Craig. Like when the Halo Infinite commercials start to come and they want to try to be funny, have somebody dress up like Craig. And
I hope they put Craig's ass back in the oven for a little bit.
You say put him in up protection.
I hope that's the first thing they're working on right now is their facial animations and features.
More than likely, I mean, like, because like Phil said about the whole memes thing, of course they've seen this meme, so I think definitely they're working on it because they know about the gears and all that shit, memes, like the games and shit, and there you go, new IPs at the show. So
yeah, I hope the studio lead is just putting foot to ass in that studio right now, going to people's houses, kicking down the doors. It's all right, you better fix this shit.
Infinite better have a reverse game cover on the physical edition with Craig on the other side.
Hey man,
I don't know.
Hey, tell your ass, yo, put on some mask and take your ass back to the office.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't give a fuck about your family. Jazz back in the studio.
Yeah, take your ass back to the office with a mask.
That's what we'd be doing. Obviously, we'd be knocking on the door like, "What the fuck is that? What was that? You know, we need to fix this shit now. It has to be done."
Yeah, it does. So, anyway, y'all, thank you for record-setting WBG. I remember Dilla had. Dilla, man, thank you, man, for showing up. I appreciate it, brother.
You said, you remember what? You forgot what you was about to remember.
I remember back in 2012 when Dilla had a podcast when it hit just 300 viewers, but now look at him,
2012? God damn.
17.
It was 2017, and our first show had 500. Sir, I don't want that miscued by Dirk Griggity here, who's all about money now. Apparently,
your first show,
500.
First show, yeah, first one.
But obviously,
here's the secret, and this is really why don't take advice from people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. But you want to build up a platform before you start doing all this shit, and then you could start a show and have 500 fucking people that'll watch it day one, right? So obviously you guys are building, you're growing. That's good. I mean, there's lots of people in this community that are doing their thing and having fun, and thanks for having us on, Derek.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've been rocking out with you guys for a while, man. Like when I found this community, I always tell a story. When I found this community back in late 2013, early 2014, the first person I found was Next Gen. I was like, oh shit, a pro Xbox guy. I can't believe it. During those times, those was rough times for Xbox fans.
The first person I found was crap. Womp womp.
Yeah, same here.
Then, of course, over the years, I found Dealer. Hey, man, what happened to that Arsenal guy? I used to like his content, but I think he got a PC and started bashing. Then I, ran and everything.
Kind of weird, man. There's certain people that they get any other option to play anywhere else, and they just turn 100% negative, and it's like, man, most of us have got PlayStation, PC, Xbox, had it the whole damn time, and we still prefer to play where we play, but it's okay to like other shit too, and admit where other things do good. So I don't know, man. People just are all, extreme.
Absolutely. And boy, Kid Smooth, I found him. So yeah, man, I've been rocking out with guys, and I decided to do a little dog shit channel in 2017, and here we are, So anyway, Rice Eater, the performance delta nonsense, why people clowning X. I have no idea.
That didn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $2.
He's just basically throwing you money to say irrelevant shit.
Keep them coming. Dirt all about that money
now. So like I said, like Dealer, thanks for showing up, brother. I appreciate you, like especially when you have your own podcast tomorrow night. I know that's gonna be big. Might break another record. You've been doing it every week, it seemed like lately.
So Rand, probably downhill from here.
No, Rand, thank you for showing up, man, because this guy been doing a podcast every day, literally. He did one yesterday.
He's been busy.
I can't say no, man. As Dealer says, I got a problem with that. Got a problem saying no. But thanks for having me on. It was good talking about Xbox. It's you asked for better. Hope they learn from this. I'm just excited for the games that are coming down the road. This is kind of new. This was these games are in development and they were far off. But tighten up the graphics in Halo Infinite a little bit, right? Come on, just a little bit. Put a beard on Craig or something so it's not so deadpan. Like if he had a nice flowing,
then there's no beard textures.
Oh yeah, they probably don't have hair.
Remember, there's no ray tracing in that bitch either. So don't forget that.
They need to put an Easter egg in the actual game that has something to do.
Just put a bag on his fucking head.
I can't. 343 probably put an achievement named after him in the game or something.
Yeah. When you kill that particular guy from the demo, you get an achievement called Craig.
That's all the brute stories. Emmanuel A1 with the $2 to WBG RDX. Love to see it. Shit, man. Hey.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you saying our name on the same line as RDX, but hey,
hey,
it's your fucking show. They better. Shout out to Emmanuel, by the way. Shout out to Emmanuel.
No flip floppers. That's the main thing.
Nuisance. What's up, brother? He said, "What up, Dirt and Panel? Damn, we got Dylan Rand today. What I missed? You missed a hell of a show, brother. Let's go back and listen to it.
Go back and watch.
Yeah, I can't believe they came on either. Shit, who you did? Thank you.
I was telling Dirt. I was like, you sure you want them on the same show? You don't want to pace it out? We don't get these kind of big dudes every week.
I'm not a big dude. Like I don't consider myself like big or anything. Like
none of us are big.
Like dudes. I'm just, as like Dealer says, I'm just an asshole that makes videos about Xbox. Like
every day.
I'm not
okay.
Every day. You're the one who told me to make videos about this shit every day, Dealer.
Bitch, you're going a little too far with it.
Shit. Goddamn, I need to slow down.
Your channel for spam.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just a regular guy like everybody else. Like I don't think I'm better than anybody. So
you all are, but like I'm just a regular guy too. Obviously,
I had to pay Rand to follow me on Twitter.
But the thing is, like to have you guys that's so well known in our community, in the Xbox community, period. Hell, you guys hell like they only got the biggest damn podcast. Like not
I know,
Xbox,
and he lets that turd Zucker hang around a little bit. I mean, that's all
at
you
least
need to know.
Zucker shows up when he's supposed to.
Oh goddamn! Here we go. I was supposed to be on RDX on Thursday, but I couldn't make it. Now Dealer, I figured Dealer would throw that in my face a little bit.
Yeah,
at least
See,
he shows
you can
up.
say no.
I'm gonna link your Christian Mingle profile too.
Please don't. Shit. You're helping me out with that, man. I need all the help I can get.
Farmers only.
Hey Sean, man, take your ass to bed, man.
Yeah, man, I gotta get up in a couple of hours. But shout out to Dealer and Rand, man.
Yeah.
Another great show. Like I said, on to the next. On to the next.
Yeah, man. Sean's the homie, man. I appreciate Sean, man.
Yo, Dealer, we need to catch up. It's been a minute.
I've been hiding offline for a minute, bro. Yeah, just hit me up whenever. Just message me.
I'll message you. Yeah.
Hey, man. So y'all looking forward to that grounding tomorrow?
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Come on, man. Why the fuck would you bring that up? Come on.
I would play that shit. So anyway, Tsunami, brother, when you got anything going on, man, and like thanks for coming as usual. And like this, your mic not fucking up on us.
Listen, it was never the mic. It was the connection, I guess. I don't know. Something was going on. But yeah, I'm on a headset today, so fuck you. And yeah, but nah, yeah, just doing the same shit I've been doing, playing games. You can catch me on Z Podcast every now and then when I feel like indulging in the shenanigans, because this can't do it every day, but it's fun sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna play finish up this Carry On game. Like I said, I'm liking it right now. Try it out. It's free on Game Pass. But
yeah, check it out. I downloaded it. I gotta check it out. Yeah. So R&B, brother, thanks for joining us. Like, I know you're a little late, but thanks for joining us, brother.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah. I'm trying to get back on the groove, try to finish Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know what happened. I was enjoying it, then I don't know, just knocked the wind on me. I haven't picked it up like about a week or so.
Kind of blends together. It kind of all blends together, don't it? When you're doing the side stuff,
It's just sneak here, or don't sneak here, or fight a guy and you don't kill him because he gets struck by bolt of lightning. It's weird shit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that fight. Last but not least, my boy Devin, Hyperfane Gaming, brother. What you got going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just gonna beat a couple games here. I'm gonna have some videos coming out on my channel, Hyperfane Gaming.
Okay,
good shit.
You got a new channel? What'd you do?
No, it's the same channel, man.
He just talks shit about ponies.
Yeah. He rebrands.
Hey, this is Devin video.
Just call your channel the Glue Factory.
He rebrands every 3 months.
I like that. Hey, this is how Devin videos go. Hey, what's up, y'all? Fuck ponies, kiss my ass, and good night, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Like, oh damn, Devin.
We bleed green.
we bleeding green, you bitch. All right, y'all. So we're about to get out of here. Thank you to everybody in the chat. There's so many people in the chat I can't name everybody, but thank you for showing up. Like I said, thanks for Rand and Dealer. Thanks for the WBG, my WBG brothers. And we out of here, baby.
Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. You gotta enjoy us now.
Hit the like button.
Hey, man, y'all literally made me get like 30, 40 subs, I swear. This is straight, man.
Peace of love.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Shit.
Damn.
Or